Hey y'all, it's Miss Blackburn here. I am so excited that your baby is gonna be back at school with us this year at Molino Park in the ESE pre-K classroom. I am going to do a very quick virtual orientation for you because you have already been here before. You pretty much know all of the ins and outs of our class, but I wanted to just make sure to clarify anything, and you know I'm always here to answer any questions that you might have, so let me know if I don't cover something, okay? First, we're gonna get started with our Welcome to Pre-K handbook. You will have one of these. You can keep it throughout the year, add to it, go back to it and refer to it. And so we're gonna cover what's in this packet really quickly, okay? In the front pocket, you're gonna find a place to take some notes. You're gonna find a student interest inventory. If you could please complete that. Send all of these things back on the very first day of school, okay? For me, everything that's in this front pocket. The student inventory just tells me about your kiddo, likes, dislikes, favorites, things like that. This is the bus intake form. This form has got to be completed in order for your baby to be on the bus. Since they were there last year, they're gonna let you pick them up in the morning, but we have to have this completed or they cannot ride in the afternoon. On the portion down here at the bottom where it talks about who can get your child from the bus, it is imperative that you write everybody down that you think may ever get your baby from that bus or come to school and get them in the car rider line, okay? And make sure that their phone number is correct on there. Really important emergency contact needs to be someone very reliable. Make sure that the phone number is correct as well, okay? We prefer that it's someone that doesn't live in your home with you, so like not you and your spouse, if it could be someone additional. The first time that the bus driver sees any of these people on this paper, they are going to ask to see their ID, so just make sure to tell them to have that available the first couple times they see them. Once they know them, it will be fine, but the first couple times we have to see that ID, okay? Next, you're gonna see some signature pages. This is just to say that you know and agree and have been explained our behavior system in our classroom. It also says that you're going to give us permission to put your baby's picture on some of our social media outlets, which is going to be our private Facebook page like y'all seen last year, and occasionally on our school website if we do something like that. This is the school compact. It just says basically for the 2021 school year, we're one big team, we're one big family, and we're all in this together, and we know that that's going to be crucial for this school year. Okay, inside the middle of the binder, you're going to find a welcome note from myself and Miss Brittany and Miss Tessa. I'm so excited that both of them are back with us this year. A couple notes we're going to talk about are those regular size backpacks, no wheels. That is a district policy. It's also important to have that big regular size backpack because you know we send a lot to and from home, okay? If your kiddo's in pull-ups or diapers, you need to make sure that you send us a ton the first day of school. We have somewhere to store them here at school. We will keep diapers, pull-ups, wipes, all that here. When we're running low, I'll shoot you a text, send you a note and say, hey, we need a refill, okay? If your kiddo is in wipes and diapers and they need the wipes, we ask that you send some extras because y'all know we go through a lot of wipes with messy hands and messy faces, okay? Make sure that your kiddo has 2 complete changes of clothes here at school for us. We leave them here at school. They do not stay in the backpack. If a pair comes home one night, let's say we had an accident, there's one night in the backpack, please make sure to send us a new fresh set back the next school day, okay? We do have rest time every day, which means that they need to have a small blanket or a towel here for rest time. Just make sure to remember it needs to fit in that backpack. So if you're having a hard time getting it in the backpack, we're gonna have a hard time getting it in the backpack, and they have to carry it on and off that school bus, okay? So just keep that in mind. You can also send a fitted sheet with that if you would like. Our mats that we have, we provide the mats. They take a fitted crib sheet perfectly. You do not have to send that in. It's totally what you think your kiddo would like. I do make them a cute little pillow, so that will stay here at school as well, so you don't have to worry about sending them a pillow for rest time. Please make sure that you sign or initial our daily communication folder every single day. That's really important so that you know about upcoming events and that you know about your kiddo's day. That's also a way for you and I to communicate. If I write you a note, you can write me a note. We check them first thing in the morning every day. If you haven't called me or sent me an email or something like that, put the note in there. We will definitely check it, okay? We do have snack time at school after nap. We hop up, we have a snack, we get ready for the bus. So we do ask that y'all can send in some snacks for the class to share, okay? So that means like big bulk snacks, and we give one to everybody, all right? As far as allergy goes, at this time, we don't have any allergies we need to worry about with snacks. So you can send in whatever you think your baby loves to share with our friends, okay? They also do love M&Ms, Skittles, gummy bears. And so if you could send in some of those, I would really appreciate it. We use those for circle and walking in the hall and teaching some of our new policies and stuff. And of course, everybody just loves candy. We also are gonna have a weekly newsletter. It comes home on Monday. It's gonna tell you all about what we're gonna do that week and some important events, calendar reminders, things like that. All of that info will also be on our class website, so you're welcome to check that out. I will give you our class website as well as our school website. You also will have my email address on that first letter for you to contact us, and all of you pretty much have my cell phone number as well for emergencies. There's our private class Facebook page is listed here. This year it's Miss Blackburn's Pre-K 2020-2021, okay? Y'all go ahead and go in there, send me a request to join that. I already have it up and live and ready for us to send pictures to for the first day. We also have a new Remind class code. I know y'all know how important that Remind program is, so make sure that y'all do that. Send the text at 8DG9BE to the number 81010. And again, that's on this piece of paper in here for y'all, so y'all can look that up and do that. Please have that done before Monday if you can do that, okay? There's a couple papers in here that talk about being a mask hero. They were just really cute. I thought your kids might like them. Let me talk real quick about how we're going to handle masks. They are encouraged, but they are not required. If your kiddo is having a hard time with it, they're having a hard time breathing and talking and just feeling uncomfortable, if they are having a sensory issue with it, we are not going to make them wear those masks, okay? We're going to encourage them, and we are going to work on that as part of our everyday schedule right now because of the times that we live in with COVID. However, know that we're not going to punish them if they don't wear that. What we would like for them to do is have one that stays here at school and also one you can send back and forth daily, okay? Because I think for our kids, they might get a little snotty, slobbery, messy, milky. So it might need to come back and forth every day where it can be cleaned, or you can send one of those blue ones that we can trash as well. But if you want to send us one to leave here for emergencies, we'll be happy to store that for you. We are not going to have them wear them right now to and from the bus because we are going to be the only class out there to and from the bus in the mornings and the afternoons. We are going to start encouraging them to wear them when we're in the hallway. One time a day, we're going to go to lunch in the motor room, all in one time frame. So we will be in the hallway twice, to that area and back, and we're going to start with the mask there the first day, and then we'll work up to wearing it more that we need it, okay? They're not going to be required to wear those in the classroom. If they're comfortable with that, they can. If you want them in that, let me know and we'll work out a plan, okay? There's a list right here with all of your friends' names on it. If they're going to be here for the first day of school, we will get some new friends, as you know, and I'll let you know as they come in. But if you want to start working with your kids on some of our friends' names right now, my name, Miss Brittany, and Miss Tessa's name is listed there as well. As far as our names go for the kiddos during the school year, the majority of the kids call me Blackburn. Some say Miss Blackburn, but it's that Miss is just extra, so I'm totally okay with just Blackburn. Miss Tessa and Miss Brittany both go by their first names as well. Last names are a little bit hard. We also listed all of their special area teachers and some of our service providers there so that you can start working on their names with your kiddos. I gave you the rundown on how our behavior system works. Y'all know that. This is, again, how it looks, and that stays in the folder. Y'all make sure to initial that every day for me, and you know how it works from sunny up to rainbow, or from sunny, cloudy, rainy, stormy. Okay, and we'll also list important events on there as well. Our school rules are listed here. Remember to talk with your kiddo about Give Me 5 is like this. This district calendar is in here, and then we also listed some other important school events on there. Our picture days are not listed on this paper right now, and they typically are, but we are working with our photographers to ensure that we can take pictures safely. So that date's coming, and y'all know I'll send plenty of reminders and will not let you forget when your baby's school pictures are, okay? There's a sample of our reading log in there. Remember to leave that reading log taped into the front of that folder, okay? Show and tell is still going to be on Fridays. During the first week of school, I will send you our schedule home about that. The car rider pickup and drop off is pretty much going to be the same, except for some times our kiddos are going out in the afternoon at 1:40. So if you're ever picking your baby up, I need you to let me know because y'all need to be parked and ready by 1:40. Okay, so we'll still be at that same spot we were last year under the covered awning so that we can get our kiddos strapped into seatbelts safely and car seats. But you just let me know if things change from the bus rider to the car rider. Remember, a note is required if we're changing their regular transportation transportation. So you can't shoot me a text and say, hey, I need y'all to send a note in that morning. No changes can be made after 1:15 unless it's a big emergency, okay? Parents are also not allowed in the building right now. You know that. There's a letter in here to talk about that. We are hoping that after the first 9 weeks, we can get some of our fun programs back up and running. We will let you know if that happens because everyone will be excited about that. There's a sample of our progress report in here. Remember that in the first couple weeks, I will send that home for y'all just to give us a baseline of where our kiddos are at, and then we'll work on where we want them to be, okay? And that will come home with their progress reports from their IEPs every 9 weeks. There is a paper that talks about medications. I know that a lot of y'all have already had questions and answers in the past with the clinic, so I'm not gonna go into details. Just remember that kiddos with fever, diarrhea, or vomiting need to be symptom-free without medicine for 24 hours. Also know that this year we're going to be very strict in the beginning about sicknesses with kiddos. Because we live in this time of COVID, it's really hard for us at school to know whether it's COVID versus something else. So if your baby's not feeling great, if you think they got a runny nose, they might have a fever, if you think they might get up with a fever later that afternoon, we're really asking that you keep them home and make sure that they're healthy to ensure that everybody can be healthy and stay at school, okay? There is a letter about Title I funds, and that's one of the things that it provides for our kiddos is free breakfast and lunch. You do not have to apply for that. All kids get that here at school. There's a letter about the importance of attendance, and I know that you all know that. We miss them so much when they're not here with us. There's a letter that talks about the rights and responsibilities book. I will send that home. I think it's August 31st. We send that home for y'all. It's a really big book, so if you have any questions on a specific item or page, you email me, call me, let me know. I'll be happy to talk with you about it. There is a form that you will have to sign and send back the very next day saying that you read it and that you can acknowledge it, okay? Also, remember, we do treasure box on Fridays. If you see your kiddo coming home with a treasure box toy, they did not steal it, and it is their toy for them to keep. Also, if you're going through your toys during the clean out or beginning of school year clean out like I do at my house, remember to send that to us at school. If you put it in a really big bag, stick it in their backpack, they probably won't even see it. I'll snag it out and we will put it in our treasure box here at school. So don't forget about that for us and send them in. We are still collecting the pop tabs and the bottle soup labels and the box tops off the back, and then the pop tabs off of your Coke cans and things like that. Remember to send those in. In the very back of your folder now, you're going to find our brand new Molino Park handbook. The important things in here are that our kiddos need to be in tennis shoes or safe shoes every day. For our kids, it's really important that it's every day because we do go to that motor room every day. Remember that things you send in for parties need to be store-bought. There's a couple other things in here that you can look at. Again, if you have any questions, call me or email me. I'll be happy to answer those. Our school times are 7:20 to 1:40, okay? I know a lot of y'all ride the bus, but I just wanted you to be aware of that. There's our list of our rules. I'm sure your babies are gonna remember our rules. Remember to get them to show you all the motions that go with each rule. I did put a supply list in there for you. I know a lot of you have it, but I wanted you to have extra copy. A sample of our class schedule is in there as well. Now remember, that will change as school gets started and everybody gets ready for the school year. So once we have a final schedule, I will send that home to you and you can save it at home. We do ask that you remember nap time as far as taking kids out for therapies, doctor's appointments, things like that. So I really do ask that y'all check them out before nap time if you need to have them checked out one day, so that it doesn't disturb the whole class. And so our rest time kind of gets kicking about 12:10 with potty and laying down and things like that. So if you're going to need them checked out before the end of the day, that's the best for us if you can make that happen. Remember that we do have to use that absentee verification form. So if your kiddo is absent, I need you to send them back to school the day they come to school with that form. There'll be a couple of them in your folder for you. I'll just leave them in there for you. And the last thing is a PTA membership form. We would love for y'all to join our PTA. It's going to be kind of different for them this year as they try to figure out fun programs for us to do, social distancing with COVID. So that would be great for y'all to join their PTA and have that membership count towards our class. The class with the highest percentage wins a party. And y'all know we love to party. You are gonna see those bus tags on your kids' backpacks again. Make sure that that bus tag stays on their bus tag backpack every single day. You are still going to have that special prayer partner book come home on the first day of school and a note from your kid's prayer partner for the week. I'm so excited about that, and I love that program. I loved getting sweet texts from those people that have sponsored your kid and prayed for them, and they would shoot me a text and stuff through the year, y'all, and say, I'm praying for that baby, number whoever, and it was so sweet. So y'all just know that y'all's babies are really loved and they are being prayed for, and every month they're gonna get that new book to keep at home as well, so that's really sweet. They'll get a special book the first day of school. Make sure if you have any questions about our ESC handbook that's online, or Rights and Responsibilities books, or the ESC protocols, any of that good stuff that you have any questions about, I would love to answer any questions that y'all have. All that's located on the district's ESC website if y'all ever have any questions about that. And I pretty much think we covered it. We are still going to do our class pet of the year. We got a new class pet this year, kind of the same idea, but we're going to pick her a brand new name. She's a brand new pet, so that will be coming home every now and then. I'll send a note for that so that you'll know what's going on with that. And I pretty much think that that's it. We're going to do a virtual tour of the classroom later, and I'll send you that in a separate video. I'm so excited to have everybody back. I can't wait. And I know it's going to be a great year. Y'all remember that our theme for this year is going to be grace upon grace, because we're all going to need some grace during this crazy time of COVID. So I'm excited. I'll see you guys in a little bit. I can't wait for Monday morning, and y'all know I'm always here if you need me.